Hey everyone, welcome back to the lab. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to create an F#.NET 8 Replit instance. So Replit is a simple, powerful way to spin up code instances in the cloud. This makes experimenting with small shareable scripts super easy, and I use it all the time to demonstrate small programs here on the lab. And now Replit has a ton of official code templates, which is one of the reasons it's so useful. You can just spin up a blank slate and start coding and kind of show it off in a reproducible manner for all sorts of different languages, including F#. But unfortunately, some of these templates aren't always up to date, lagging the mainstream ecosystem. Often this is in like the mainstream releases. So if a release is made, sometimes the template doesn't get updated for like a year or two. Not great. So at the time of writing, the official F# Replit template is stuck on .NET 7. We're on .NET 8. .NET is now releasing much faster, like one major version a year. And so we want to kind of, when we're making videos like this and kind of going over, we want to use what the mainstream's using, which is .NET 8. So we got to kind of figure out how to do that. And so in this post, we're going to go over that and how to create a Replit instance with F# on .NET 8, which should allow you to get, the latest packages of everything, because a lot of packages tend to want to update to the latest kind of .NET version, even if they don't need it. So let's get into it. Now, if you just want to start coding with F# on .NET 8, you can fork my F#.NET 8 Replit instance here, which we'll be going over. And basically, I've done it. I've upgraded to .NET 8, and it just works. So if you don't really care how this is done, you can just go over here and use it yourself. There should be a fork button somewhere. I don't know where it is. But you should be able to fork it. All right, so let's create a Replit with F# and .NET 8. So Replit runs NixOS, which allows you to configure dependencies to some degree for the instance to kind of change how it runs. And so to do this, you kind of need to know Nix a little bit. And, I don't know this, but the C. Sheridan user on X does, and was kind enough to give me some pointers. So shout out to you. Thanks for doing that. And that's how we're able to kind of figure this out. And so I'll hop over into the Replit and kind of show you what we're talking about. So we'll have these little config files down here, this one I believe is controlling the NixOS dependencies. And this one is more like kind of like a Docker file where it's kind of saying like, how should this Replit instance run? And we've got a bunch of configs here. Try to make this bigger for you. Now, when you open up a Replit instance, these will probably be hidden. And so in order to show them, you can go here, and this one is to hide them, and then you can show hidden here, and this is how you can access them. And so in order to update to .NET 8, the first thing we had to do is go to this .replit file and say, hey, we need a different Nix channel. The reason is I believe Nix channel is kind of like the Ubuntu package system, how you have to update to get all the list of updated packages. I believe this is that, and they are caching all those libraries and list of available packages, periodically. And so the old ones were on 22. We had to go to 23.11. And then this gives us access to .NET 8. But now we actually have to fetch .NET 8. And so in replit.nix, here's where we say what packages and dependencies we have. And we can see here that we want .NET SDK 8. The old one would be 7. For C# it was on 6. And so you change this here. And so once you've gotten these config files out of the way, now our Replit instance will run with the ability to have these things, because it's like on the machine, if you will. It's within the container. It's in the instance. But the last thing we need to do is we actually need to tell our F# project that it needs to be running targeting .NET 8. And so we can do this here in our FS proj. Here we have target framework here for .NET 8, and this is just using the normal SDK. And so we would change this from whatever number it is to 8 so that it can actually leverage that library, which is on the instance. And then as I showed you, you can run this and it runs fine, and we're targeting .NET 8, which is great. And that's basically how you do it. Again, you don't need to know these things. You can just kind of come here and fork my project if you want, but it might be useful in the future if you need to upgrade something. I've taken a snapshot of all of this code and my descriptions here on my website. And so I've got the .replit file, the replit.nix, and the .fsproj, if you just want to copy and paste all that stuff. Next. So I reached out to Replit on X here and created a support forum ticket here to try and get the official F# and C# templates updated, because we're on .NET 8 now, but by the end of the year we'll be moving towards .NET 9, and so ideally we can keep these updated a little bit more, but I need your help because I only have one vote here. We probably need more votes for someone at Replit to actually even see this, so please come over here and vote on this if you have a Replit account. If not, you can go over to this X message and like this, and hopefully we can get someone from Replit to see this and just do the simple upgrade. Until then, I'll have my forks of this that you can go ahead and fork, but but it'd be nice to get the official templates updated. So I'd love to hear from you. What other kinds of F# and .NET tutorials would you find useful? This really helps me understand what people are interested in, what kind of should be on my roadmap for this. So that would be really great. If you like this post, you might also like build a simple F# web API with Giraffe, how I got interested in F# and kind of my journey through different languages, technologies, work experiences to kind of land on F# being one of the primary languages that I am enjoying. And you might also be interested in 5 reasons F# is a great Python alternative for scripting, side projects, and enterprise applications if you're kind of coming from the Python world. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.